Baby, when I tell you things are about to get a lot of tricky, you guys, how y'all doing? Guess who's speaking? Guess who's talking? Shannon Sharpe, Stylist, the gay one, Hollywood. Honey, he is speaking out. And he is telling the whole world, he said none of this would have happened if he was still Shannon Sharpe man, okay? Yeah, girl, I got the receipts and everything. And guess what? I came across this video. We have to react to this video because in this video, it tells a lot of stuff about Shannon Sharpe and the hairstylist. You guys had no idea. Did you guys know Shannon Sharpe fired him and paid money allegedly to keep him silent? Okay, but honey, I don't know what's going on because Hollywood right now, he is speaking out. So I want to see what's going on in this video. If you guys have never been here, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the Messy Sweet Spot, honey. How y'all liking my hair? What's up? What's up? Okay. I am your host, Gigi with the T. Now, some people out here be calling me messy, but honey, I ain't nothing but sweet. Damn near delicious. Okay, so let's watch this reaction. You guys know I have to go on. Later, I'm going live because we got to talk about this. Hollywood, Shannon Sharpe allegedly gay boyfriend is speaking out. Okay, it's about to get real nasty out here in these streets. You already know Shannon Sharpe, he lost his $100 million deal. That's out the door. You know, it's just like, whoa, okay. So let's watch this video. Check this out, y'all.
If you don't want people to know your business, then you just don't speak on it. Now, you're not going to make me look like a damn fool. I don't care who you are. I don't care how big of a star you are. You're not about to make me look like a fool.
That Bravo is not Love and Hip Hop. Bravo, not Love and Hip Hop. Bravo has been trying to get Hollywood to come on a reality show as a full-time cast member. Hollywood is Shannon's ex-stylist that he took to football games.
I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right.
Shannon Sharpe's bold opinions and flashy outfits always kept him in the spotlight. But now, it's his private life setting the internet on fire. From courtside hangouts with a rumored ex to wild IG live slip-ups and a fresh wave of drama, things are spinning out fast. And now, his former stylist, yes, that same one people were whispering he was dating, is dropping mysterious receipts and throwing shade that could flip Shannon's whole image upside down. But here's where it gets messier. The stylist claims Shannon tried to shut him down and block him from the industry, just so he wouldn't spill details about what allegedly went down in the bedroom. That's right, he's saying Sharpe tried to blacklist him over secrets he didn't want out. So what's really going on? Did Shannon really try to silence a man who once picked his outfits and maybe more? And is that just the start of something even wilder? A while back, Shannon was trending hard after getting spotted courtside with Russell Hollywood Simpson, a flashy stylist who used to be romantically involved with former NFL safety Kerry Rhodes. Yep, same dude. People kept seeing them together, not just at Lakers games, but at big-time events too. It looked like Shannon was loving the styling, and maybe the company.
The streets, when the streets are talking, where there's smoke, there's fire. Definitely think Shannon Sharpe. And it's just like, you know, I've been around a lot of heterosexual men, and comfortable heterosexual men don't need to always defend their heterosexualness. Shannon Sharpe is always upset when somebody's saying that he's gay.
But once the two started looking inseparable, the internet exploded with talk, and Shannon, he did not like it. Folks online started questioning his sexuality, and the gossip just kept growing. Truth is, there have always been whispers that Shannon might be living on the low. Some even said flat out, he's gay.
Said, no, my dear, I ain't doing no interview. So you can sit across from me and look at my balls. I'm sitting down, nigga. Boy, I thought he was going to attack Cat. That nigga there. Nigga sit and call Shay Shay. The nigga's telling.
Even comedian Mike Epps jumped in once, saying Shannon hit him up to chat on Club Shay Shay, and Mike turned him down quick, saying it felt off. His words were basically, nah, I'm good. Let's be real, Shannon Sharpe ain't the first celeb to get caught up in down low rumors. But every time it circles back to him, he gets way too fired up. It's like he can't help but snap. Instead of brushing it off, he goes full attack mode, especially when it comes to clearing his name. Just look at what went down on his Nightcap podcast with Chad Ochocinco Johnson. When the name PPS came up, Shannon didn't hold back at all. He said, "Mention my name again, and I'm gonna put the DMs out. And I don't like doing this, but you're lying." And he didn't stop there. "You can say I'm gay, I don't care about that. I won't chase a lie, but I won't let you lie on my name." Then he doubled down, warning, "Say my name again, and I'm releasing those DMS. You're lying. You said I invited you to Club Shay Shay, and that's a straight up lie. And when I see you, I'ma find out if you really about what you're saying." Shannon made it sound like PPS only started throwing shade after Cat Williams did his thing and stole the spotlight. Like it was all bitterness, not truth. But fans weren't buying the tough talk. A lot of people saw right through it. He looked like he was trying a little too hard to shut everything down, like the pressure was getting to him. And that's where things really took a turn. People were already side-eyeing his choice to bring someone like Hollywood so close into his circle.
And I get it. My stylist, Hollywood, he was gay. Okay, that's his life. That's not mine. Mm-hmm. Hollywood no longer styles me. Why? Because I'm loyal to Shelly. She was hurt that after 20 plus years of being my stylist, that I had gone outside to hire someone else.
So when things got loud online, Shannon made a move. And just like that, he fired Hollywood.
And someone else was getting the credit when she was there at CBS. She was there when I started at Fox. She was there when I was going out and doing red carpet events. And I never had a problem. And for me, in my head, I thought I needed someone outside.
Right.
I didn't buy one thing new when Hollywood started styling me. Everything, all those LB jackets, all that stuff that I already had it.
But here's the kicker. He didn't do it clean. There was no grace, no respect. He dropped him cold, and folks say it was messy, real messy.
And a lot of the stuff she had already put together, but I took it apart. So when he put it back together, it was just what she had put together. And I told him, I said, "Hollywood," I said, "Bro, I think you did an unbelievable job." I said, "But I'm going to go back to Shelly because it's hurting her."
Shannon didn't just cut Hollywood loose. He tried to wipe him from the narrative. He claimed Hollywood had nothing to do with his looks, then brought back his old stylist, Shelly Davis, saying she was the real genius behind his style all along. That move had fans raising eyebrows fast. It was obvious. Shannon wasn't just changing stylists, he was trying to erase the past and kill off the rumors for good. But Russell, Hollywood, wasn't about to let that slide. He was heated. Shannon might have thought firing him would end the whispers, but it only made things explode even more. Instead of staying quiet, Hollywood flipped the script and started dropping receipts, real ones.
I don't know what's in this box. I'm not going to open it until Hollywood gets here. But whatever it is in this box, I already know he going to make me look fly in it. I got the best stylist in the world, not the United States, the entire world. Of 8 billion people, I got number one. And can't nobody stop us. Shay Sharpe and Hollywood, a dynamic duo that can't be stopped. Run tell that.
He showed video proof that he actually styled Shannon, just to shut down the lies. No guessing, no maybe. Just straight up clips showing him doing the job. Then came the bombshell. Hollywood posted a clip on his Instagram and dropped this caption, "Let's be clear."
But dog, this dude right here be killing the game. I be watching. Y'all be killing the game, Hollywood. You straight.
You straight killing. That line had folks shook like, who goes that hard for a stylist unless there's more to the story? And what made it even wilder? Shannon had openly praised Hollywood before, in public and behind closed doors. It was all love until the internet started talking. That's when Shannon flipped the switch, tried to act like none of it ever happened, just so people wouldn't question if he was straight. But he didn't stop there. Shannon took it up another level, and that's when things got wild for real. On September 11th, 2024, while his fans were just chilling on Instagram, Shannon accidentally broadcast the audio of what sounded like a private, intimate moment, live on IG. Yup, no visuals, just sound. But it was enough to make everyone stop and say, "What was that?" Honestly, gotta hand it to Shannon. If the goal was to grab headlines and shut down those rumors, that IG Live accident was a master move. and he didn't waste a second cashing in on it. Right after the audio leaked, Shannon hopped on Twitter with a classic excuse. Beware, my Instagram was hacked this morning. My team and I are working vigorously to figure this out. But then, he switched up the story. Sitting down on nightcap, he came clean, kinda. I threw my phone on the bed, engaged in an activity. I didn't know IG Live. I've never turned IG Live on, so I don't know how it works. He said his other phone started blowing up and his heart sank, so what did he do? Called his agent, called the agency, called ESPN, straight panic mode. Then he finally admitted, my phone wasn't hacked. It wasn't a prank. It was me being a healthy, active male. He said he was embarrassed, said he's a super private person, and now the whole world just got front row audio access to one of his most intimate moments, but the internet wasn't buying it. Fans instantly started side-eyeing the whole thing. Some even thought Shannon staged the whole oops moment just to look extra straight and shut the gossip down once and for all. And let's be honest, it wasn't exactly steamy audio either. Fans were saying, wait, was anything even happening in that bedroom? It sounded like a setup. But Russell Hollywood Simpson wasn't about to let Shannon spin the story unchecked. While Shannon tried to play damage control, Hollywood jumped on Instagram with a cryptic vibe writing, I love my private life. You may see a little bit, but you won't see much. I'll tell you that. And the hardest thing I ever had to do is shut TF up. But that quiet didn't last long. After dropping hints for a while, Hollywood finally called it out. No more soft shots. He fired back, writing, accidentally going live. When you have to open the app, swipe right, then swipe left twice, and hit the button is absolutely insanely impossible. Yep, he said it straight. Shannon's accident was no accident at all. If Shannon wasn't sweating before, he definitely was now. Hollywood came back with even more heat, and this time, it wasn't subtle. He posted a meme with the caption, don't push me, like he was this close to airing everything out, but holding back. Then came another post, so much I want to say, but nah, and in the caption, I'll wait till the right time. That had fans locked in, because when someone who knows all your secrets starts talking like that, you know something's brewing. And it got even spicier. Hollywood didn't stop at vague warnings. He flat out said, I know how Shannon operates, and I wouldn't put it past him to plan something like this. And let's not forget, this is the same man who once outed NFL star Kerry Rhodes for hiding in the closet.
If you don't want people to know your business, then you just don't speak on it. Now, you're not going to make me look like a damn fool. I don't care who you are. I don't care how big of a star you are. You're not about to make me like a...
So when he hints that someone might be on the down low, people listen. But even with all that heat, Hollywood never spilled the full tea. And fans think there's a reason for that. Shannon shut him down behind the scenes. Even after firing him, Shannon was still keeping tabs, low-key, watching his every move. Word is, he was terrified Hollywood might blow the whole thing open. So when publicly discrediting him didn't work, Shannon made a new play. According to reports, Bravo actually reached out to Hollywood with a reality TV opportunity. A huge moment for him to bounce back. But Shannon, he allegedly shut that down quick. Media Takeout reported that Hollywood's team told Tasha K that Shannon was pulling strings, doing whatever he could to block him from getting on TV.
But according to Hollywood's team, his ex-stylist, he's been asked to do Love and Hip Hop, I believe. That Bravo is not Love and Hip Hop. Bravo, not Love and Hip Hop. Bravo has been trying to get Hollywood to come on a reality show as a full-time cast member. Hollywood is Shannon's ex-stylist that he took to football games, basketball games, sat courtside, bought him chains and everything. Just really laid him out. Okay. And, however, according to the team, Shannon is trying to stop it because he thinks things will come out about him.
And just like that, Hollywood was benched, his rep trashed, his big shot gone. Fans think that's exactly why he never exposed Shannon fully, because Shannon blackballed him hard in the industry. So sure, Shannon might have silenced Hollywood for now, but the truth, it always finds a way to come out. Now here's where things go off the rails. Shannon's not just facing gossip anymore. He's been hit with serious accusations involving a woman, and it's already shaking up his spot at ESPN. The backlash came in hard, and Shannon announced he's stepping away, at least for now. He put out a statement saying, "At this juncture, I am electing to step aside temporarily from my ESPN duties. I will be devoting this time to my family and responding and dealing with these false and disruptive allegations set against me. I plan to return to ESPN at the start of the NFL preseason." But let's be real, this lawsuit isn't vanishing anytime soon. In fact, things just got way messier. Shannon's legal team released private graphic text messages between him and the woman behind the lawsuit, referred to as Jane Doe. In one message, she allegedly told him she wanted a dog collar around her neck and to be tied up and have bad things done to her. The tone was intense and clearly meant to paint a different picture of their relationship. But Jane Doe's lawyer, Tony Busby, was quick to fire back. He made it clear those texts were sent before the alleged incident took place. Every text Mr. Sharpe's team released today, reportedly from Jane Doe, is dated before the alleged brutal assault, Busby said. They're trying to distract the public from the real allegations, but it won't work. And the actual accusations? They're heavy. Jane claims that Shannon allegedly used manipulation, threats, and control, and at one point, threatened to brutally choke and violently slap her. It's serious stuff. According to reports, the two met at a Los Angeles gym back in 2023 and started a relationship that was, at first, consensual. But Jane says Shannon's behavior changed fast. And now, that same relationship is at the center of a lawsuit that could change everything for him. As the legal heat kept rising, fans started digging even deeper into Shannon's past, and what they uncovered. It only added more smoke to the fire. Old clips began resurfacing where Shannon made bold, uncomfortable comments about women during interviews and on his podcast. Some of the footage had folks raising eyebrows, wondering if these weren't just jokes, but a glimpse into a darker mindset. One video in particular showed Shannon making wild, borderline aggressive remarks about dominance in relationships. And now that he's under fire, those old words hit different. And while Shannon tried to keep cool in the public eye, insiders say behind the scenes, he was panicking.
I want to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right.
Today, the former NFL star turned podcaster posting this video statement in response to a Nevada civil lawsuit filed by a woman who says her consensual relationship with Sharpe eventually led to multiple assaults. The lawsuit also accuses Sharpe of secretly recording their sexual encounters without her consent.
People close to him allegedly noticed a major shift, cutting off old contacts, trying to clean up his social media, and even having his PR team reach out to blogs to tone down coverage. But it didn't help much. Fans were relentless, and so were the headlines. Meanwhile, Jane Doe's legal team is reportedly preparing to bring in more witnesses, including friends who claim she opened up to them about what went down long before the lawsuit was filed. And if those testimonies hold weight, Shannon could be looking at a legal storm that's way bigger than just one accusation. What's worse, there are whispers that more people might come forward.
The plaintiff, listed as Jane Doe, is represented by attorney Tony Busby, who has represented accusers in several high-profile sexual assault cases, and who Sharpe called out by name.
Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine.
A few anonymous posts online hint that Jane's case could just be the beginning, and that others may have stayed quiet out of fear or pressure. Now, Shannon's future in media and sports commentary hangs in the balance. His public image is taking hit after hit, and even longtime fans are starting to question everything. Is this just a smear campaign? Or are the cracks in his reputation finally showing the full picture? Either way, the silence around him is getting louder, and the truth? It's creeping up fast. Just when it seemed like things couldn't get worse, another twist dropped, and this time, it hit even closer to home. Word on the street is that Shannon's own inner circle might be cracking under the pressure. Sources say a former friend, someone who used to roll tight with Shannon during his Club Shay Shay days, is considering speaking out.
That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey, Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself.
Also new today, Jane Doe's attorney releasing an audio clip, alleging it shows Sharpe threatening the plaintiff.
I'm not going to hang up on you. Here's what it is.
The plaintiff says, "Don't manipulate me." Then Sharpe allegedly responds,
Oh, no, have mercy. If you sit that one more time, I'm going to choke the shit out of you when I say.
This person allegedly witnessed some of the behind-the-scenes behavior that fans never saw. And it wasn't all pretty. From wild late-night outbursts to aggressive arguments with staff, the stories floating around now are painting a picture of a man who's been spiraling long before the lawsuits. Even worse, the media is now watching Shannon's every move, from who he's seen with, to what he posts, and even what he wears. Yup, his fashion choices are back under the microscope too. Remember when people thought his over-the-top designer fits were just about style? Now some are saying it was all a distraction, a cover for what he didn't want folks to really see. And while Shannon's legal team is trying hard to keep everything under wraps, it's clear that the situation is unraveling fast. Every no comment only fuels more suspicion. Every carefully worded post feels less like confidence and more like damage control. Meanwhile, Hollywood, he's still lurking, quiet, but not gone. Insiders say he's sitting on even more receipts and might just be waiting for the perfect moment to drop them. The kind of evidence that could shake up not just Shannon's reputation, but his whole career. With public support slipping and trust fading, Shannon's next move could make or break everything. Will he finally face the music? Or will someone else drop the final bombshell that blows it all wide open? Whatever happens next, the clock's ticking. Now here's where the situation really starts to feel like a slow-motion crash. Because while Shannon's trying to play it cool, the streets are buzzing with new whispers. Multiple gossip accounts are claiming there's footage, not just text or audio, but actual video evidence that hasn't hit the internet yet. Allegedly, it shows Shannon in a private setting that could blow the lid off everything if it leaks. Some insiders even say it's being passed around behind closed doors, just waiting for the right price or the right platform to make it public. And with everything that's already happened, fans are starting to believe it might actually exist. At the same time, a few journalists are quietly digging into Shannon's old contracts, both at ESPN and Fox, trying to figure out if there were ever any morality clauses built in.
Shannon Sharpe, we want out of the group chat now. Like right now, because it's getting disgusting and you need to act your age. First, we had to hear the audio from when you accidentally went live that absolutely nobody asked for. We could have went our whole lives without hearing that. Then you started doing infomercials about ED pills. And now you sharing text messages that's just sharing too much.
If the wrong kind of evidence comes out, it could put his entire career and any comeback plans on thin ice. We're talking full cancellation territory. Meanwhile, Shannon's team is said to be reaching out to social media platforms behind the scenes, trying to remove anything that even hints at these new allegations. But that only made the internet louder. Screenshots, reposts, cryptic tweets, the drama's spreading like wildfire. And Hollywood? He's dropping subtle emojis on shady posts and liking comments that fans say line up with Shannon's situation. He hasn't said a word publicly in days, but somehow that silence is even louder than a full-blown rant. People are now wondering if this is the calm before the storm. Will more people start talking? Will something finally leak? Or will Shannon somehow survive this full-blown PR nightmare? One thing's for sure, the truth's getting harder to dodge, and the next headline might be the one that ends it all. And just when you thought it couldn't get darker, it turns out Shannon allegedly recorded their private encounters without consent and even shared them with others. Then came not one, but two reported violent incidents. One in October 2024 and another in January 2025. But Shannon's legal team isn't backing down. His attorney, Lanny J. Davis, claimed the relationship was fully consensual, including role play, explicit language, and fantasy scenarios that were all initiated by the plaintiff, according to them. Still, with $50 million and a legacy on the line, Shannon's been doing everything in his power to shut this narrative down. He even released a video statement. But to fans, it felt scripted, cold, like just another move to protect the brand, not own up. And that's why a lot of people just aren't buying it. Between what Hollywood hinted at and what Jane Doe is alleging, folks are saying the image of Shannon Sharpe might have just cracked for good. But we want to hear your take. Did Shannon really try to silence his former